of some of this music. There's a lot of difficulty about it. You know, sometimes it's the different rhythms, or sometimes it's the range of notes, or and in such a short period of time, it's also blending with the other sounds and playing the tune. And actually, what's often overlooked is the independence of parts. You know, some of these students who are playing in a middle school band, basically, middle school band pieces are like written like a choir, SATB. You know, the tenor saxes are playing the exact same thing as the trombones, and the bari sax is playing the exact same thing as the tubas. It's basically 4 parts. Well, of the 4 pieces you've heard so far, there were no less than 8 parts. And the pieces that had the most had 13 different parts. So they really have to, what I always say, count and trust your counting. Because the person sitting next to them is likely not to be playing the same thing. You know, we kind of get so used to, I guess I'll play. If I screw up, I'll listen to my neighbor. You can't do that here. They have to count every single measure because they're not playing with their neighbor. So let me introduce our last staff member, Dr. Colin Gordon. He'll explain what he's done with the jazz portion of the camp.
Yeah, so I got to do about an hour, or kind of 2 hours with 2 different groups, and go through jazz every day for the last week. Some kids maybe played jazz for a couple of years in high school, jazz band and stuff like that. Some people had never played a single note of jazz, and that's kind of one of the fun things to get to see this, like all these different backgrounds, and say, it doesn't matter, we're all going to learn a piece all the way, beginning to the end, by ear. I know some of you got to see this piece yesterday, some of you didn't, but for those of you who did already get to see us play this, it's going to be different today. The reason why it's going to be so different is because there are improvised solos in the middle. So we'll play a bass line we all learned by ear, a melody, or what we call a head like that, the beginning part of the song we learned by ear. And then we're going to take solos. That's what's going to be different. The improvised solos, you get to hear Steve on the alto, Steve on tenor, Michael on soprano, Nina on bari, and then Danny on alto. So you'll get to hear all these different saxophones each take improvised solos for a little bit, and then we'll play the melody out. So you can kind of listen for all these different things if you want to really follow along, or you can just sit back and enjoy the sounds of it all and not worry about following it at all. Either way, this is a song called Sandu by a great jazz trumpet player by the name of Clifford Brown, who played with a lot of great saxophonists. So we got to do a little history of jazz, a little theory, a little improvisation, all in this one piece. Sandu, Clifford Brown. 1, 2, all 1.